than Homo sapiens.
No, but if
I mean,
you
as
find
much as I admire bacteria.
Bacteria changes, evolves through time. You get, I mean, okay, of course you can find a civilization out there, you never know, but
maybe
right now what we're looking for is the bacteria.
Maybe their evolution is faster than ours.
Yeah.
So, for that reason, they can be more intelligent than us.
And right now, basically, the main reason why they're looking for other life is because for us to move there, if other life can live on this planet, maybe we could actually live there. Because they're looking for alternatives. When Earth is gone, the sun is...
Okay, the last observation, it's not really a question, but I really do have to say this. You had a list of sort of different areas of knowledge that all had to do with the area of natural sciences. In that list, you included astrology. Are you sure you don't want to reconsider?
Considering astrology?
Maybe,
well,
but I think you mean astronomy.
Well, the person who found it.
Astrology has to do with the science of the zodiac. And how stars influence our personality. But it's astronomy. Okay, so it's just a matter of labeling. All right, audience, do you have some questions for our colleagues? Please do. If you have a question, do not hesitate to ask.
Anyone?
What have you concluded in, like, you said different points of view, how information, we process different information, and how the deeper we go, the more we know about the real fact. But therefore, what role does language have?
Language.
Heart attack. Go.
In the sense that if the scientists had explained the discovery in a different way, we would have perceived it in a different way.
Yeah.
Therefore, what role does language have in us processing data and really having the right message from it?
Well, because this article, they gave everyone the message that, you know, it's something important, but the message that the article gave was true. It's just that our mind didn't perceive it as being as important as it really was, because what we saw from the headline is, oh, okay, that's going to be something interesting. And then once they actually heard the news, they didn't think so. But really, the news was interesting. It's just that what our mind perceives initially isn't the same as the accumulation.
Don't you think that language played a role in this?
It does, but in this case, I think that the headline of the article
It's not language, it's how you tell this information.
If the headline is written differently, and in a more interesting and more simple way, we would have perceived it.
Well, if we...
Yeah, a different perception.
Have had another reaction,
You probably would have analyzed the information immediately rather than after a while.
Yeah, depends. Really fast.
Do you personally believe there is life in other planets?
Yes.
I do. And why?
She does.
Because, again, as I was saying, life is not necessarily huge alien. If you consider the size of the universe, 36 billion, I don't know, light years. And if you consider that huge area in which, our life is here, but we have to consider that there most likely is other life, considering the size of the universe.
And the fact that you probably believe in extraterrestrial life has influenced the way you have presented the topic. Because I'll just throw this thing out there. The biggest problem we have here is the knowledge issue. You don't have them. And the knowledge issue needs to be stated, guys. It needs to be out there. The real life situation is there and it's fine. From that real life situation, you have failed to extract the knowledge issue. So that kind of puts your presentation in a difficult position. And I would have definitely maybe thought of something that has to do with evidence. And in what way, or what is the role, to what extent evidence leads us to...
Our knowledge issue is not based on the information about arsenic thing and the bacteria, but on the reaction reaction when they're told this information, and how this reaction can change when their brains analyze this and they change point of view about this information.
Yeah, it's not about maybe about
The fact itself,
it's how the reaction, how people perceive it.
Right. Okay. It wasn't evident there. That was another possible knowledge issue. So what is the role of belief in certainty? In other words, do our previous beliefs affect what we know and our perception of the world? It's kind of similar to something that a knowledge issue that we could have used or extracted from the Olala article. So to what extent are beliefs, preconceptions affecting our knowledge? Which could have led us to analyze the language used in the article, the emotional impact of the idea of extraterrestrial life. It's something that is fascinating. So obviously, if one is susceptible to the fascination of the topic, he or she will tend, or the individual will tend to consider that to be true. Now, can someone help me here? Who's feeling this? Although we're kind of compressed for time, but taking a look at our assessment criteria, does anybody want to try and grade this presentation?
Nope.
Anybody want to? I mean, I've sort of thrown it out there that the criteria on A has a bit of a problem, and if we're taking a hit, oops, this is the wrong one. Right on it. If we're taking a hit on A, it's kind of easy to take a hit on B, because if we're not identifying the knowledge issue properly, how can we connect it to other knowledge issues in there? I would say that for C, so the significance of the topic is there. So I could give you a good score on C. There definitely is a student voice coming out of here, a personal experience, what do we have? What do we call it? Knower's perspective. So there is originality. The topic fits with the knowledge issue that's not there, or not clearly there. And connections, I don't know, connections I would say in between, because are we exploring this from all possible points of view? I don't know. I think that's where I would have added 10 minutes into my presentation. Yes?
I did it really good because we have to acknowledge that the presentation wasn't on extraterrestrial life, it was on how the human brain and how our personalities react to.
That's our knowledge issue. It's not about
She hasn't even finished saying it.
Sorry, but that's the point.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we will talk about this again, and we'll ask you to reflect upon your work. Meanwhile, thank you very much. You did a very good job.
Thank you.
And you deserve our applause. Applause, people. Come on. Thank you.